Hey guys, it's me Kate again. So this video will be the 52 book clubs 2025 reading challenge TBR. Basically, it's uh, uh, a reading challenge made by the 52 book club. I think that's how it's called. I'll leave the announcement down below. I participated in 2023 round, but then coming into 2024 I didn't want to have so many kind of reading challenges and readathons going on, and basically was like, yeah, I'm not going to read them that much. And then I read a bunch of books in the second half of the year, so I was like, let's get a reading challenge that has poems, and then we can kind of at least structure each books that I'm reading for in the year. So first prompt is a pun in the title. For that, I'll be rereading Felix Ever After by Kenson Calendar, in which are following feelings, love, respect, queer and transgender, and becomes a victim of transphobic bullying in school. Basically, a pun in the title is like Felix Ever After, or being pun on Happily Ever After. Then we have a character with red hair. For that, I'll be rereading The Halves of Earth and Blood, which is the first book in the Crescent City series, in which are following Bryce, whose best friend was murdered 2 years ago. And now someone is recreating the string of murders where Bryce's best friend was murdered, but they thought that caught the murderer and put him behind bars. Now they are the Archangel of the city asks Bryce to help them with the investigation because she had a personal connection to the original string of murders. Then we have title starts with the letter M. For that, I'll be rereading Maid Sama Volume 1 by Hiro Fujiwara, in which we are following Misaki, who goes to what was formerly all boys school, and now they allow girls, but there are only a few girls in the school, and she is also working in a maid cafe, so she can provide for her and her family. And one day, one of her classmates comes into the maid cafe she works in, which leads her in this uncomfortable situation because she thinks that she'll tell someone and that will go around the school. Then we have title starts with the letter N. For that, I'll be rereading Nevermore, the Charles Moore Gone Crown by Jessica Townsend, in which are following Morgan Crown, who is a cursed child, and it's destined that she will die on her 11th birthday. But then, when they turn 11, kids in her town get beat on by potential employers, and then she's whisked away by Jupiter North in a magical city of Nevermore, where she's tasked to become part of Vangelis society. And we have plot involves a heist. For that, I'll be reading On These Black Sands by Vanessa Vasanen. I think that's her surname. So in this book and this series, we're following pirate who has, for reason, has to get this dagger, and the girl who is heirs to sit on the the city's council, and she runs away and decides to help the pirate. Then we have Set in the Spring. For that, I'll be reading Petrica Pričalica by Sanja Polak, which is about Petrica who tells us stories about her friends. And then we have Set in Summer. For that, I'll be rereading A Thousand Nights by E.K. Johnston, which is a retelling of 1001 Nights. And we're following a girl who lives in this kingdom where king had already 300 wives or something like that, and and they just keep dying, and the only condition is for him to continue to rule that he marries a girl from different place in the kingdom. And now it's time for her village, so our main female character decides to take her sister's place, so her sister wouldn't be the next victim of the king. And we have Set in Autumn. For that, I'll be rereading Dinner with a Vampire by Abigail Gibbs, in which are following Violet Lee, who, after witnessing a massacre of about 30 men, gets taken by the group of guys who did that massacre, and turns out they're vampires. Then we had Set in Winter. For that, I'll be rereading A Christmas Carol by, I forgot who, but it's about this guy who is miserable, and then basically in his sleep he gets visited by ghosts of Christmas past, Christmas present, and Christmas future, and they show him basically stuff all around him, what is happening. Then we have author's last name is also a first name. For that, I'll be reading Splintered by A.G. Howard. Howard can be both first and last name. And this is Alice in the Wonderland, a retelling where our main character is descendant of the girl who inspired the original Alice in the Wonderland, and women in her family can actually go to Wonderland. And one day, while on a trip with her friends, she actually goes to the Wonderland. Then we have a prequel. For that, I'll be rereading Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 0, which is prequel to Jujutsu Kaisen series, and which are following a group of teenagers fighting curses with Jujutsu. And then we has Moon on the cover. For that, I'll be rereading A Rhythm of War by Brenner Sanderson. I'm not sure if the my edition has I have UK edition, and they have this orb that's either moon or sun, but I'll say it's the moon for sake of this point. In this is word book in the Starlight Archive series, in which are following the war between Alethi and the Parshanti. We started when the Parshanti killed Alethi king, and stuff goes from there. Then we have the title is 10 letters or less, and for that I'll be rereading Iron Flame by Rebecca Yaros. This title has exactly 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 letters. It's the second book in the series after Fourth Wing, in which are following Violet, who decided her entire life to become a scribe, but after her father dies, her mother decides to send her to the Jogan Riding Academy, which might not be the best decision for Violet. Then we have climate fiction. Now I'm stretching this because the series, the book that I chose to read for this prompt isn't exactly climate fiction, but it does have to do with climate, kind of. For this, I'll be rereading The Water Legacy by Megan Linsky and Alicia Radis, which is the second book in Hidden Legends Academy for Magical Creatures series, in which are following Sophia, who finds out she is part of a Native American tribe, all of whom have elemental magic, and basically their magic is connected to the earth and its element. So while Sophia can control fire, Liam can control water, and then Jonah can control air, and Imogen can control the earth. And basically their powers are connected to the earth itself. So then we have includes Latin American history. For that, I'll be reading the Earth Legend by Megan Linsky and Alicia Radis, which is third book in Hidden Legends Academy for Magical Creatures series. Basically, as we're talking about Native American tribe, which was mixed with various peoples who came to America. Basically, they have incorporated the various customs of various people. Some of their people are Latin American, some of them part Latin American, part Native American, and so on. So it does include Latin American history, at least partially. And we have author has won an Edgar Award. I don't have anything for this prompt. Then we have Tolkien Wars, also something I don't have a book for, mostly because I don't read anything in verse. Then we have a character who can fly. For this, I'll be rereading Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros. And basically, some of the characters are dragons and they can fly. And we have short chapters. For this, I'll be rereading The Little Lord Fauntleroy by Francis Hodgson Bennett, in which are following Cedric, who finds out that he is his grandson of English Lord. Then we have a fairy tale retelling. For this, I'll be rereading A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sergei Mas, which is the Beauty and the Beast retelling. And in this one, we're following Feyre, who, while hunting for her family, accidentally kills the Fey Wolf, and his boss comes and takes her to his palace as a way for punishing her for killing someone of his from his realm. Then we have book with character's name in the title. For that, I'll be reading Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde by I'm not sure the author's name. It's I know it's really funny. I know that much, but but basically the main character is Dr. Jekyll. So then we have Found Family Child. For that, I'll be reading Illuminate by Amy Kaufman and J. Christoph, which is the first book in a series in which we're following a group of teenagers, all of whom are connected to the space colony Carenza 4, which was attacked by a space corporation. And then people were forced to evacuate, while the enemy warship is shadowing them. And basically we have characters who just try to survive. And we have Spray Dead. For that I'll be reading Shadow Blake by Sebastian de Castell, which is the second book in the Spellslinger series in which are following Ken, who is just to take his magic Charles, but his magic starts failing, so he decides to cheat. Then we have a title is a spoiler for that I'll be rereading Legend Reborn by Joyce Dion, in which are following Brie, whose mom died, and she goes to this summer college program, to this college program for high schoolers, and then she witnesses a demon attack, and here we are saying what happens after that. And we have Breaks the Fourth Wall. For that I'll be rereading Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 1. As I remember, like, they're kind of breaking fourth wall. Not really, but I have more than a million copies sold. I'm not sure what the use for this. I just put it in a placeholder. I'm not sure if this even has a million copies sold. So, and I have Features a Magician. For that I'll be rereading Blood Marked by J.C. Dion, which is sequel to Legend Born. Then we have a crossover set in a shared universe, and then shares a universe with Prompt 28, and for that I'll be rereading Spellslinger and Full of the Argosy by Sebastian de Castell. Full of the Argosy being part of the prequel to the Spellslinger series. Then we have In a Public Domain. For that I'll be reading Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. We have audiobook, has multiple narrators. For that I'll be rereading The Fire Prophecy by Megan Linsky and Alicia Radicich's first book in the Hidden Legends the Academy for Magical Creatures series. Then we have includes a diary entry. For that I'll be rereading Mnemonic Paulina by Sanya Pollack, which is in which are following Paulina Poe, who tells us her life story in a diary format. And we have a standalone novel. For that I'll be rereading Elantris by Brand Sanderson, which is about this city which basically makes people where they put sick people basically. You have the direction in the title. For I didn't know what to use this for, which book to use for this, so I put Spice Road for by Maya something, I think. Let me just check. Maya Ibrahim, and basically this is a book about the girl who wants to find her missing brother, and basically Spice Road isn't really a direction, but it was basically the road where by which spices would come from the Far East into Europe. Then we have Written in third person. For that I'll be reading The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson, which is first book in the Stormlight Archive. Then we have the first sentence is less than 6 words long. I don't have anything for this because I didn't count the number of words the first sentences have in the books. You have a genre chosen for you by someone else. I basically got fantasy by using random number generator to generate one of the genres I want to read. And for this, I'll be rereading Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard, in which I'm following a mother who is a red, and in this world, reds do not have power, but silvers do. And one day while working, Mara finds out she does have powers, which leads her into a political plotline. Then I have an adventure story. For this I'll be rereading Glass Sword, also by Victoria Aveyard, which is equal to Red Queen. Then we have, here's an epigraph. I don't have anything for this. Then we have Stream of Consciousness narrative. I don't have any books that are that way. Then we have a cover font is in a primary color. For that, I'll be rereading Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson, which is the second book in the Stormlight Archive. Then we have something prompt, which I'm pretty sure I wrote down wrong, so I'll just skip it. For now, we have Explorer's Social Class. For this, I'll be reading Oathbringer by Brandon Sanderson, which is the third book in the Stormlight Archive series. They have a celebrity on the cover. Basically, celebrity. I'm not sure if I'll call this person a celebrity, and they're definitely not on the cover, but on the back cover. But for this, I'll be rereading Girl Online by Zoe Sugg, in which I'm following Penny, who after particularly embarrassing incident in school goes with her parents to the wedding they're planning in New York, where she meets a boy named Noah. They have other releases, more than one book a year. For that, I'll be rereading Witchbound by Lisa Casey, which is second book in Kitsune Chronicle series, which starts with Sebastian, who is a kitsune, which is Japanese nine-tailed fox spirit with elemental magic, and he's been around ever since something happened to him a year ago, up until now when he bumps into an alpha werewolf named Liam, who actually saved him a year ago. We have Red in a Bear Month. Again, I use a reread for this, and for that I'll be rereading The Arrow and by Megan Linsky and Alicia Radis, which is, I believe, fourth book in Hidden Legends Academy for Magical Creatures series, and I actually read it for the first time in December of 2024. And I think it was blue. For that, I'll be reading Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. My edition is like this partially blue, partially purple color. And in this book, we are following Selena Sardotian, who is an assassin. And prior to the events of the first book of the book, she was captured, and now she is working as a slave in salt mines up until the day when captain of the King's Guard comes and takes her to the Crown Prince, who offers her to become his champion in the fight to become King's assassin. And we have related to the word puzzle. For this, I'll be reading in the Amari in the Great Game by B. Olsen, his second book in the Bureau of Supernatural Investigation series or something like that. And so following Amari, whose brother is missing, and one day while going through her brother's stuff, Amari finds a briefcase addressed to her, which invites her to become a part of the Bureau of Supernatural Investigations, and she decides that would be a great place to go to look for information about her brother. Then we have set in a country with an active volcano. For this, I'll be rereading Food Wars Volume 6 by Yuta Tsukada, Shonseki, and Yuki Morisaki. In this series, we're following Soma, who works with his dad in their family restaurant up until the day when his dad comes and tells him he's going to close down the restaurant for a while and go to work with his friend, and kicks Soma out to go to this elite cooking academy. Then we have set in 1940s. I need to find something for this. Then we have 300 to 400 pages long. For this, I'll be rereading Witch by the Witch's first book in the Kitsune Chronicles series, and then we have published in 2025. For this, I'll be reading Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros, which is third book in Fourth Wing series. So yeah, this is it for this video. If you like, please like, share, and subscribe. Down below for my social media, my email, and some other stuff. I'll see you next one.